All right, I'm going to show you how to install mods for Bonelab using only your Quest 2. This is the updated version as of June 27th. Technically, the old version still works, but this is a little bit more updated. And I'm also going to include some tips and tricks that'll hopefully help some people get unstuck. The three things you're going to need for this tutorial are Mobile VR Station, which is an AppLab app. So you can go ahead and search Mobile VR Station exactly, and then scroll down to find it on AppLab, or you can go to applab.games and search for it there. Then obviously you're going to need Bonelab. You have to at least have played it once. And lastly, you'll need the MetaQuest browser to download mods. This is already on your headset, so just scroll through your apps and find it. Now, the first time that you launch Mobile VR Station, it should give you a pop-up asking for permissions to access all your files. Make sure that you click allow. And if for some reason you're not getting the permissions pop-up or you accidentally denied it, go ahead and click the ... next to Mobile VR Station. Go to permissions, go ahead and turn on the storage permissions right here. Once you are inside Mobile VR Station, there are a couple first time setup things you'll need to do before you can download and install mods. The first one is go ahead and go to these Android 12 Android fixes and click enable manage all files. Now you will receive a pop-up here. It doesn't get recorded, but basically all you're gonna do is allow access to manage all files. Make sure that's checked, and then go ahead and hit your Oculus button to go back to Mobile VR Station. And then close out of this window and go all the way back out, scroll up to the top, and then you're gonna go to local files, all folders, Android, data, and then from here, you're gonna go to scoped storage actions. Now, this is a three-step process. So you're gonna request access, apply, and then verify. So step one, request access. Then you'll get this pop-up that shows all these folders. Go ahead and click use this folder. Now there's supposed to be a permissions pop-up here, but sometimes it's just invisible. So if it's invisible for you, just go to row 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3 down, and on this bottom right corner, go ahead and click right on it. And that should do the trick. Then go ahead and hit your Oculus button to go back to Mobile VR Station, press close, and then you're gonna hit crash apply. When you do that, you're gonna get a black screen, hit your Oculus button to go home. You should go back to here. If you don't, you might need to turn your headset off and back on again and start over from the beginning. Go ahead and hit your home button again to bring up the menu and go back into Mobile VR Station. Now you should get this pop-up saying, if you can see this, then the process worked. Go ahead and close out of that. If you don't get that pop-up, you can just come back into scope storage and then click verify, and you'll see verification success. Now, if you do have voice commands on and you get stuck in the black void, but you can only see your hands, you can double tap the Oculus button and say home, but it also works to just restart, try again until you don't get stuck in the black void with just your hands. When you do get to the verification success screen, you are done with all of the setup. So from here on out, you should never have to do that again. So now I'm gonna show you how to download a mod. Go ahead and open your browser and you're gonna go to mod.io/g/Bonelab. Then scroll down to find a mod that you want. We're gonna go ahead and do these Gibbable Guys by Babacorp. They make the best mods, and then make sure that you download the Android version. So you have the Windows version, the Android version. Windows version will break your game, so don't install Windows version mods on your Quest 2. Android, go ahead and click download file. Now you may or may not get a pop-up that actually shows you your download progress. If not, just give it a reasonable amount of time to download the file, and then you're gonna go ahead and launch Mobile VR Station. Then from inside Mobile VR Station, you're gonna go ahead and go to local files, downloads, and you should see the mod that you just downloaded. Go ahead and click on it. And then instead of clicking install mod here, you're actually gonna click install scoped storage. Now from in here, you can see Bonelab mods, Bonelab saves, and then Blade and Sorcery and Questcraft stuff. And there's also a couple other games that if you have, you'll see in here. But we're installing a Bonelab mod, so we're gonna click Bonelab mods. Then you're just gonna wait for the install to finish. Once the install is finished, go ahead and click delete zip file just to save yourself some space, and then you can launch Bonelab. Once you're inside Bonelab, go ahead and grab yourself a spawn gun and find your mod in there. Sometimes when you spawn them in, they take a second to load, but here we are. Ta-da!